Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Alathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Floaty Boy regime. In today's video, we have one major goal, and that's to finally start working towards things which will make us stronger versus the endgame crisis. This means we need more research, we need to finally decide where our borders are going to be properly, and just make some measures so we're not going to be completely wiped out. But really, research is the key here. We need better research, we need our battleships, we need more of everything. If we can get to doing the repeatable soon, that would be great. The problem is we're only at 921 research, which at this point of the game isn't the worst, but we do have a lot of Empire sprawl for that much research, so it's worse than it looks, and it doesn't look great to begin with, essentially. We need more research. Now, thankfully, our alloys are actually doing pretty well. We're doing all we need with them, so that's okay. I will be grabbing more worlds, and although this will increase the Empire sprawl in the long run, this will really help us out because there are some amazing planets here. And of course, our Gaia world is just now coming online. I will be naming this in the next video, I've decided. I already have quite a few really good names, but I want the world to be up and running so I can see what it's going to be in the end. Then I'm going to name the thing. So let's just continue, I suppose. Also, our energy reserves should fix themselves soon once the Parrots are back online. They're currently being converted to our way of thinking. Assimilation. And look how unhappy they are about it. Serves you right. Now, before we continue, I should mention something I really derped up on at the end of the last video. Now, bear in mind, it was about 4 AM and I was falling asleep very, very quickly, but I got a Federation request, which I thought was from the other Federation. Since I've been making deals with them recently, I've been seeing them constantly, it made sense. They're trying to invite me into the Federation. Look, they all love me. But actually, it was from the snails themselves. Now, eventually, I do want to make a Federation with the snails, but I want to wait until I'm stronger than them and I can initiate the Federation so that I have instant control over the Federation. Although I think I'll still have control even if I'm weaker than them, as long as I'm the one who initiates it. Either way, until then, it's not really worth it for me, since it will penalise my Navy capacity, which will be really, really horrible. So for now, we're just going to be bestest friends. Later on, a Federation. They make such weird noises, do snails. I'm really glad my pet snails don't make those noises. I have various giant land snails because I'm normal. Finally, doing some genetic engineering, we are making our Finnu into intelligent Finnu. The floaty boys will be forever better. Hang on, I've just seen something truly amazing. We have access to this species, which are psionic. Now, we don't actually have any in the Empire at the moment. This is purely from migration. None of them have moved here yet. But I believe we can turn these into psionic cyborgs. Move them everywhere. I want my psychic cyborgs, and I want them now. So, here's something. Currently, we have duelists. And this is because we have, if we go over to our Empire tab, the Civic warrior culture. Replaces entertainers with duelists and makes our armies a little bit stronger. Duelists are amazing. They give you extra navy capacity, and they use alloys rather than consumer goods to give you unity and amenities. The thing is, though, they're not that great for a Civic slot. I like them, they're good, but for a Civic slot, it's not the best. I'm very tempted to just remove it and add something else instead. There's a lot of other really, really good things. For instance this, Police State, stability increased by 5 for all planets. That's just basic resource for everyone. Merchant guilds will mean our merchants produce extra unity, which is great since we already have prosperity unlocked, giving us more merchants. There's so many things we can pick instead, but I'm not sure if I should remove it or not. Later on, that could be fantastic. Loads of extra navy capacity for free. Well, not for free, but whilst producing unity. But there are so many other really, really awesome options. For instance this, Distinguished Admiralty. Plus 10% ship fire rate. Plus 10 fleet command limit. Your admirals can get stronger. That's amazing. How about less population consumer goods? All of these are better than warrior culture. Cutthroat politics is good as well, but even that I'm tempted to remove. But then I also feel like I would be undermining the whole randomized empire. I feel like in the future I'll have to make a rule about that. Do I always keep the civics given to me to begin with, or am I allowed to change them later? Tell me in the comments which one you would prefer. Now the other Federation wants us to join. Still declining, but still. Also, what I would like now is to finally add some cruisers to this thing. Where are you? There you are. I would like to add cruisers. And lots of them, because I do actually quite like cruisers.
Construction.
The new bastion is starting to look good, and that is over here, basically taking over the old 2 bastions, since this is the only real way the Parrots can attack, other than using the wormhole, which already has a pretty nasty bastion there as well. Our fleet is also looking a lot better, now almost at 10k. This is our regular fleet. Soon, we can disband the Marauders. I've already had to repay them again recently, which cost me something like 13,000 energy, also known as almost all of my alloys. Again. We are now stronger than the snails. Wonderful.
System survey complete.
Finally starting to sort out our trade network as well. This is going to be a trade hub which can grab all of these planets. I'm going to be building a bastion here, which should deal with all of that. There's a bastion there already dealing with all of this. Of course, I'm talking about is space piracy. A bastion will remove that. There's a bastion here which is getting stronger. That will be able to cover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles. So I'll need one somewhere around here as well. So 3 bastions total. No, 2 bastions total purely for the trade network, and then the other bastions are there anyway purely for defending my territory. Okay. Long-term plans are in motion now, but we're not overextending. I could very quickly grab all these systems, but instead, we're being a little bit slower, we're being a little bit more methodical. And we're grabbing every planet in our territory if possible. Well, honestly, you've just got to let them go. We can't keep on affording the Marauders. That's going to make me weaker for a while. Yep. Thankfully, though, our fleets are growing. And without the Marauders, the ship upkeep just got reduced. I think. I think I pay upkeep on them. I'm almost certain I do. Making sure to do all of the relic sites within our territory. This way, if we're very lucky, we might just about get 50 relics, which will allow us to have secrets of the Cybrex. Can't remember what that actually gives us, but I'm interested. The Parrots are attacking us again. Now, here's the thing. From what I've seen, they're going to have a serious problem getting past this bastion. And this bastion's about to get stronger. This is just where it is currently. They will take these systems, but I'm kind of aware of that before, and I've accepted that. These systems are just there to be taken. I don't really care too much. We can always grab them back later. My main concern is actually for our allies. So I'm thinking is, I'll send in my fleet to back up their fleets. I'll have it take point, and we'll move on and try and defend that way. Hopefully our bastions will hold. Our bastions are pretty good, and we can always buff them up a little bit with defensive platforms. Yeah, 16,000, unless they all attack at once, which they've been known to not do very well. I'll probably fall to those. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so take point active. Let's help out our snaily brethren. Wow. I've never seen this little event happen. The Great Junk Slide. Well, that's a lot of relics. Thank you. Very, very pleased with that indeed. Okay, yeah, all of this has been taken as expected. My fleet's moving here. None of their fleets are following us because they're dumb. What are you doing? Why are you going here? Why are you sitting here?
Aggressors spotted.
I am very confused by what you are doing, snails. Look, I can't fight off all of these by myself. Actually, I can if I fight them one at a time. Look, I can fight them all off for you, but I shouldn't have to, snails. Maybe this is because they helped us out so much earlier and we didn't really help out them. Snails? Are you being petty? So. Psionic cyborgs. Yep. Let's make them even better than they currently are. So, what do I want them to be then? Just general purpose good, really, but if we make them extremely adaptive... Ooh, if we make them extremely adaptive, they're already Homeworld preference, which gives us 60% to all planets. Cyborg gives them 20, so actually all we need is regular... No, yep, if we have extremely adaptive, that brings us to 100, right? 60 plus 20 plus 20. Yep, I can do the math eventually. And they're no longer slow breeders. Okay, we're going to be converting our people into that. Because that is amazing. And then I'm going to try and colonize every planet with them. Because, once again, psionic cyborgs. It's just too cool.
Aggressors spotted.
Pitiful parrots. Look, our single cruiser of doom. Ooh. Why do I have refuge? Oh no, was that planet Snail? Must have been Snail. It has one of our people on, which means that must have travelled over there through, what's it called? Migration. Well, that's annoying. Since that planet's so weak, it's probably going to be destroyed. Now, I'm hoping that if I take these, it'll be given to the snails, but I don't think that's how it works. Okay, just stay there. They'll run into you, that way you're not fighting the station and them at the same time. Other than that, yeah, the forces over here will be crushed by our bastion, same over here, so we can just kind of chill and just continue to do what we were doing, just stopping them, really.
Special project complete.
Okay, once again we wait, they'll just keep on attacking us and destroying themselves. Eventually, we'll make it now. One thing I do need to check on is War Doctrine. Currently, we have it set to no retreat, which is awesome, but we're losing ships because of it. That was great earlier on when we had the Marauders, but now I need to swap this. Ship fire rate plus 33% is amazing, but perhaps defense in depth? Or perhaps hit and run, just... more survive being destroyed, but that 33% fire rate, I think that's the reason why we're just melting through them so easily. Okay, we keep no retreat. We are brave, little floaty boys. Gas giant structure is complete. As always, if you'd like to read, feel free to pause now. As this is one we've done quite a few times before. And that's gave us almost all the artifacts we need. Lovely. So you can head on over here and start to assist research. You getting this should hopefully give us all the relics we need to do the secrets of the Cybrex. Darn, we are fighting two at once. Can't melt it through before the others get here. Almost. Close enough. Oh, we do give it to the snails. Oh, do they have... Yes, they have claims on it. Okay, that's good. I'd much rather these go to the snails than to us, honestly. Which is weird to say, but yeah, I don't want these random systems up here. Now we kind of look like a really weird rhino. Stop changing your shape! Okay, you. That's going to be horrendous, isn't it? Yep, there's no way past it, so go while we're as strong as we are. Finally, the snails are arriving to help. Took them long enough. Cruisers. I love lasers. I love lasers and cannons, purely because they give the best spectacle, in my opinion. Nothing else, that's honestly the main reason. Okay, can they handle it from here? Yeah, they definitely can. In that case, I'm going home, I think. I think I've done my job. I've destroyed several fleets. No longer taking point. Go home. Repair up. Now, I could repair here, since this is an allied station, but yeah, would still rather just go home now and not lose any more of our fleets. Well, ships. Our fleets are once again upgrading. And soon, I think I'll send them against the Parrots, which apparently have regained a little bit of space because the snails have backed off. Why? Why do you keep going here? Okay, I don't understand this. Am I doing something silly here? No, because you definitely can't take point. Why do you keep going to this starhold? You allowed a really small fleet to take over some space. That's weird. Okay, well, either way, I'm gonna start moving you over here now. There's a small shipyard here, so I can continue to reinforce you even when you're there. Getting loads of ground forces together now. We're going to try and make a run for their homeworld if possible. I can now do Secrets of the Cybrex. It's going to take a while, but hopefully it'll give us something interesting.
New frontiers established.
Every time we get a new world, instantly they're unhappy because they're normally undergoing assimilation. The snails have been doing well, although they're losing a lot to this bastion. They've taken out 2 of the small parrot fleets, which is really, really good. So now we can probably force status quo if we so desire. But first, you fellows, upgrading over here, since we now have better shields. Then we'll make a move for their homeworld. I don't know if we're going to be able to grab it, but at least on the way we can start being annoying again. Okay, one more of the relic sites has now been completed. Sadly, only giving us a little bit of research at the end, but still, better than nothing. So now you're off over there to complete something else, and apparently there is a nasty fleet over there of the Parrots. So that is somewhat worrying. Less for us, more for our snail friends. I should be able to keep them at bay eventually. Oh wow, okay, so Secrets of the Cybrex was amazing. It gave us the option to get mega engineering whenever we want. And megastructure build speed has been increased by 10%. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. Okay, so I managed to miss a pretty important fight. Our fleets have went all the way through here and destroyed the very limited defense over here. I think here's a tally of it. We lost a little bit, but not too much, and now we are here bombarding the planet. I'm also now building my very first Bavarian power plant, which gives us 10 energy by default, and then gives us 4 technician jobs. This is on the Tomb World, which is going to become just a huge generator planet. And it's currently inhabited by these lovely psychic cyborgs. Their fleets are really split, that's the thing. And there's a raiding fleet, I believe, attacking them. Bombard faster! Hello, raiding fleet. You are here to attack them! Yes, bombard with me, my brethren! Or attack the enemy, I mean, either way, it works. Am I going after their fleet? Yes, I am. Whoa, that's a nasty fleet. Yeah, the extra fire rate we've got is just immense.
Established. System survey complete.
Perhaps I should have it so it's no longer aggressive, so we can sit there and bombard. Yeah, the planet's more important, and they're not getting past this bastion. At this point, it's at 19k. Yeah, they are not getting past that, so from now on, non-aggressive, you can continue attacking the fleet you're attacking now. Or not.
Construction complete.
Yeah, just bombard. Just bombard. That's all I want you to do. Thank you. Gog the Butcher attacks once more.
Research complete. Aggressor colony emancipated.
The homeworld is ours. And so we move on to the next planet, and then we'll try and take some of these systems so it's all connected. That's the best case scenario here. I'm never fast enough to actually see our founder species on here. Either way. The homeworld continues to churn out alloys.
Research complete. Construction complete.
So how good is their homeworld? Wow. 76! Yep, 76 population and a decent world. That is beautiful. Ooh, nasty fleet there. Where's it heading? Okay, it's going to head to try and defend, which is great. We'll take out the station first. Seems like our leader has perished, which is a shame. They're a very high level at this point, but there we are.
Construction complete.
Okay, you can probably just land, honestly. So you just go ahead and land straight away. You double back, grab all of that. And you are going to need to be a new bastion. In fact, both of you are, really, because the Parrots will go to war with us again, and there's no good choke point anymore. That's a fantastic choke point, then it kind of ends. If we grab all of this, it still splits. This is way more open to attack, but yeah, getting their homeworld, pretty big deal. Really hurts them, really helps us. Which is how it should be. Say what now? But they had all of this space. They had no other planets. Okay. My fault for not checking completely, because now I'm going to have to grab all these systems manually, and that'll cost me. But I did not for a second think they did not have another world. I didn't even bother checking. There's almost no planets in this whole area. We've defeated the Parrots. Long live the floaty boy regime! Defeater of fanatic purifiers. Devourer of parrots. Inventors of KFC Parrot Edition. Well, I think it's only fitting that the governor of the once Parrot Empire is a parrot. I'm making a new construction vessel. My current construction vessel's over here dealing with all this. So I'm going to grab all this as well. This is really open-ended for our borders, though. If the endgame crisis spawns here, we're going to have a real problem. So what's this, then? This is a ring world. Oh, hello! So we have 2 ruined ring worlds, and we can make one of our... Well, actually, no, we can make unlimited ring worlds. Either way, though, ruined ring worlds are better, since you don't need to build the base. You just instantly start off with the sections. Wow. That is phenomenal. This playthrough's been awesomely fun. Okay, you can be destroyed. You can continue as you were. Yeah, gonna start working on all this. You can go home now, I suppose. So yeah, that'll happen. So, xenocompatibility. Here's something which I was talking about in the last video, and honestly, it isn't the best idea. Because we're going to be turning our people into synths, we won't have 2 species on a planet, and because of that, we're not going to get the population growth bonus, even though species on a planet still grow as if they are actually there, as long as you have some immigration. The same regular rules apply. So we could potentially just keep around a couple of species per planet to increase the organic growth, which will then become synths. It would work, it would just be really awkward, but it really isn't as good as it normally is, because we also don't get the half-species bonus, since they will be converted into synths, because synths are just better. But you do keep the plus 33% immigration pull, which is really nice. Don't think it's worth it for an Ascension perk slot, especially since we've already wasted one on Eternal Vigilance, because I was nervous, but it is really good. Ooh, World Shaper. We could convert all of our worlds into Gaia worlds, but that's something for the future as well. I definitely need Defender of the Galaxy, but for now, we're going to grab Technological Ascendancy. Next, we're going to go into Diplomacy, which hopefully will then allow us to have synths by the time it's finished. And then the endgame crisis is going to occur in only 25 years, though. Yeah, although we're doing well now, it's took too long to get to this point. We are still behind. I'm still nervous about the endgame crisis. If we're lucky and they spawn somewhere over here, we might have a chance if they spawn close by. I still am not convinced by this run. It's been fun. It's been really fun with loads of ups and downs, but just didn't go well because of things not paying off to begin with. But at least lessons learned and all that. We have just hit 2,000 research, which is still pretty darn poor for this point in the game, and of course our Empire Sprawl has increased dramatically over the course of this video. We have a lot of planets now all being built up. All of these, well, at least a lot of these, will be converted into research planets, and we also have the relic worlds now finally being fully operational. So with all that combined, we will now begin to snowball very, very quickly. But will it be fast enough? The main threat has been destroyed, the new threat will be arriving soon. Can we make it in time? And with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed today's video, then of course, likes, favourite, shares, comments, all that good stuff, helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Last chance to name our Gaia world, which is already producing a lot of resources. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Here's the Gaia world. Has only 8 people, already in a plus 44 minerals. It's gonna be really, really silly once there's enough populations here to grow our species at a normal rate. Once again, thank you, and goodbye.